morning students. In the Monday lecture we are discussing with resistance. Okay, the resistance of a conductor depends on the dimensions, means length of conductor and area of cross section of conductor, temperature of conductor and nature of material of conductor. Okay, now the some factors affecting the resistance of a conductor. The resistance of a conductor is, first point, directly proportional to length of conductor, that is R proportional to L. Okay, in second part, inversely proportional to area of cross section, that is R proportional to 1 upon A. Combining both, we get R proportional to L upon A, and remove the proportionality, we get R is equal to rho L upon A, or rho equal to R A upon L. Okay, where rho is known as resistivity or specific resistance. Once again, rho RHO is known as resistivity or specific resistance. SI unit is ohm meter. Okay, SI unit of resistivity is ohm meter, denoted by omega m. Okay, now if A is equal to 1 meter square and L is equal to 1 meter, if we put these values in this formula, then we get rho is equal to R. Okay, thus resistivity of a conductor is equal to the resistance. Resistivity is equal to the resistance of a conductor of unit length. This means L is equal to 1 meter and unit area of cross section, that is A is equal to 1 meter square. Okay, now one new heading is current density, conductance and conductivity. This heading has three topics: current density, conductance and conductivity. Okay, so first, current density. What is current density? Current per unit area. Current per unit area is called current density. This is denoted by capital J. Okay, that is J is equal to I upon A. Okay, current per unit area. Now we know that V is equal to IR, and from this R is equal to rho L upon A. So from both we get V is equal to, put the value of R in this equation, we get V is equal to I rho L upon A. But I upon A is J, current density. So V is equal to J rho L. Okay. Also we know that V is equal to E into L. This is from E is equal to dV upon dL. Electric field is potential gradient. Okay. So from equation 1 and 2 we know, we get J rho L is equal to EL. L cancel out, then we get J is equal to E upon rho, or J is equal to sigma E, where sigma is equal to 1 upon rho is called conductivity. Okay, sigma is conductivity and J is equal to sigma E is the microscopic form of Ohm's law. Okay, now conductivity. The reciprocal of resistivity is called conductivity. Once again, the reciprocal of resistivity is called conductivity. Conductivity is denoted by sigma. So, sigma is equal to 1 upon rho. SI unit of conductivity is per ohm per meter. This is also known as mho per meter. Mho, MHO per meter, or Simon per meter. Okay. Now the conductance. What is conductance? In the same way as we have conductivity, the reciprocal of resistance is called conductance. Okay, that is denoted by capital G. So, capital G is equal to 1 upon R. Okay, reciprocal of resistance. SI unit is per ohm or mho or Simon. Okay, now one important topic of this chapter is drift velocity. So, drift of electrons and origin of resistivity. Okay, in a conductor, the flow of electrons in the absence of any external source, any battery or any AC source. In a conductor, flow of electrons is so oriented that average thermal velocity is zero, means when switch is not closed. This is the situation when switch is not closed, means no current is flowing through the conductor. So, average thermal velocity is 0. Okay, the electrons are moving in randomly oriented directions. So, they give the average thermal velocity 0. That is 1 upon n sigma I is equal to 1 up to n, because there are capital N free electrons in a conductor, assuming that. Okay, Vi is equal to 0. Once again, average we will get 1 upon n sigma I is equal to 1 up to n, Vi is equal to 0. Okay, now when an electric field is present, this is with the help of battery, means switch is closed. When an electric field is present, free electrons, as in diagram, electrons will be accelerated. Okay, electric field is present, free electrons will be accelerated. Now, due to this acceleration, they acquire a small velocity, and this small velocity is average velocity, because the electrons collide with positive ions a number of times and acquire a average velocity. So, due to this acceleration, the acceleration experienced by electrons, they acquire a small velocity called drift velocity. And drift velocity is represented by V subscript d. Drift velocity in a direction opposite to the direction of electric field. Electric field is from positive to negative, and drift velocity is from negative to positive. Okay, so if small a be the acceleration experienced by electrons, then we know that F is equal to ma. Okay, and F is equal to minus small e capital E. This is obtained from the formula F is equal to QE, but the charge is an electron, and electron have negative charge, so we get F is equal to minus small e capital E. From both we get ma is equal to minus small e capital E, so a is equal to minus small e capital E upon m. Okay, now if v1 be the velocity of first electron after collision, okay, then from first equation of motion we have v1 is equal to u1 plus a t1, because the first equation is v is equal to u plus at. Okay, so for first electron v1 is equal to u1 plus a t1, because a is constant for all the electrons. Okay, similarly for other electrons v2 is equal to u2 plus at2, and up to vn is equal to un plus atn. Okay, now since drift velocity is an average velocity, okay, drift velocity is an average velocity, so vd means drift velocity is equal to average of all these velocities, so v1 plus v2 up to vn upon n. Okay, sum of velocities upon total number of velocities. So put the values of v1, v2 and vn. We get vd is equal to u1 plus at1 plus u2 plus at2 plus up to un plus atn. Okay, so vd is equal to, from this, u1 plus u2 plus un upon n. Okay, plus a is common, t1 plus t2 plus tn upon n. Now this is the average thermal velocity of electrons in the absence, this is initial, in the absence of electric field, when no battery is connected or switch is open. Okay, so this average thermal velocity is 0. Now t1 plus t2 up to tn upon n is equal to tau, that is relaxation time. Okay, so vd is equal to a tau. Okay, put the value of a, because a is equal to small e capital E upon m, so vd is equal to minus small e capital E upon m into tau. Okay, or vd is equal to minus small e capital E upon m into tau. This negative sign shows that drift velocity is opposite to electric field. Okay, as we know that tau is relaxation time, the value of tau is equal to t1 plus t2 up to tn upon n. This is the value of tau. Okay, is called relaxation time. Now what is relaxation time? Simply average time between two successive collisions is called relaxation time, because there are a large number of collisions, so we take the average time, and average time is known as relaxation time. Okay.